continue to monitor the breaking news out of Pennsylvania, where former President Donald Trump was rushed off the stage during a campaign rally. This comes after pops were heard in the audience. We want to head over to live coverage from Fox News. It's already in progress.
And the FBI there processing what is now a crime scene. And so as a result of that, many of the bystanders that are there on that scene are going to be perhaps witnesses or to help law enforcement to try to determine what took place here this afternoon there.
All right, Ted, please don't go far. I want to check in with my colleague, Brett Beer, joining me on the phone now. Brett, this moment is just shocking. This is not something our country ever wants to experience or see. May have lost Brett there. Let's check and see. Okay. Ted, if you're still there.
Yes.
Okay, Carl Rove. Carl, let me bring in Carl. Ted, don't go far. Carl, the same question I had for Brett there. I mean, this is a moment that you are always bracing yourself for when people of this importance and this magnitude and this, history in our country, a former president, when they take to the stage in the middle of a heated campaign, you never want to think this is going to happen. There's always got to be planning for it. But your reaction to this shocking moment? Carl, if you can hear me. All right, I'm going to come back to Ted because I think he's still with us. Ted, you talk about the investigation and the fact that we now have thousands of people who are potential witnesses to this crime scene. And what is the timeline for processing a scene like this, for identifying a suspect, for identifying what even happened? Because, we're going with the best of what we can tell from watching this event a few times over on tape.
Well, Shannon, there's really no time line or time period for a process, and they're going to methodically take their time, meaning law enforcement, to process this crime scene, to talk to individuals who may have seen anything. They're going to also try to pull as much of the video feed as they possibly can to try to see what took place there in Pennsylvania this afternoon. And it's a very challenging scenario and situation that law enforcement is faced with. But they're trained to take on these kinds of situations. I would have to believe at this stage that, of course, they know quite a bit more than perhaps they're going to tell us. The big question that I want to know, and I'm sure America want to know, is do they have anybody in custody? Is it just one person? We found, we can go back as far as John F. Kennedy, when he was shot there in Dallas. It was thought to be more than one person other than Lee Harvey Oswald, if you remember. And there was a big investigation. What they're doing right now is preserving this crime scene, trying to find out as much as they possibly can about the shooter or shooters that fired maybe a weapon there. But I can tell you, when a presidential candidate is on a stage like that, normally they have bulletproof vests on, and the Secret Service is surrounding them. And if you notice there how fast the Secret Service converged on Trump here was real immediately.
Okay, Ted, thank you very much. Don't go far. Lucas, we're hearing now from the Secret Service, getting some kind of reaction and update to what happened. What do we know?
Well, Shannon, we just received a statement from the White House which says, and I'm just going to read it, President Biden has received an initial briefing on the incident at former President Trump's rally. It's notable, Shannon, that they are not calling this a shooting right now. And the Secret Service also out with a new statement saying, quote, an incident occurred the evening of July 13th at a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. The Secret Service has implemented protective measures and the former president is safe. This is now an active Secret Service investigation, and further information will be released when available. So the big takeaway from there, Shannon, is the Secret Service and the White House are not calling this a shooting right now at former President Trump's rally. They're merely calling it an incident. So we'll stay tuned on what more they have to say, Shannon.
Okay, Lucas, thank you very much. I think we've got my colleague Brett Baer with us.